When people hear gun control, the room splits in half. On one side, people are perfectly content with no guns in the public. On the other, people are sharpening the bayonets to defend their right. But in reality, they don't understand the big picture of gun regulations. Gun control isn't here to take away the Second Amendment. It won't take people's guns away. It'll simply control whom the guns go to and what types of guns goes to those people. Let's take a look at a video of Thomas Manger, the Montgomery County Police Chief, explaining what the purpose of gun control really is.
Your association stand on these kind of issues?
Well, for the major city chiefs, and that includes the police chiefs from all of the largest cities throughout the United States: New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Houston, you name it. All of those jurisdictions, the police chiefs have supported the assault weapons ban. They've supported the ban of high-capacity magazines, but it goes further than that. I mean, we've looked at things like armor-coated ammunition. You know, there are certain things that the military and law enforcement have a need for, but that having them out in the general public just, in my view, serves no purpose. And one of the important things, and having listened to some of the callers this morning, I think it's important that I don't know of, and I can certainly let the sheriff speak for the Sheriff's Association, but I don't know of any position that the sheriffs or the police chiefs have taken that would take guns out of the hands of people who hunt, who use them for recreation, for sport. We're not trying to take guns away from anybody, but we're just trying to institute some common sense measures that would keep our community safer. And that is my interest. That is the interest of every police chief in this country, keeping the neighborhoods and communities that they serve safer.
Let's look at some statistics that oppose gun control. Statistics show that as gun ownership rises, violent crime decreases. This being because criminals have more fear of being shot when breaking into a home / mugging someone, etc. In fact, the amount of guns in the United States has risen by around 100 million, resulting in the murder rate decreasing by 52% and the violent crime rate decreasing by 48%. This proves that by regulating guns, crime rates will go up due to the fact that criminals will have less fear. Here's a short clip of the Executive Director of Gun Owners of America speaking on anti-gun control.
We should be getting rid of the gun-free zones law that is on federal books and on many of the states' books around the country. That's what invites. We don't have mass shootings at police stations. We don't have mass shootings at most places where people are able to protect themselves. But even in a state like Utah, for example, where you can have a concealed carry firearm at a school, they had a mass shooting at a mall several years ago. The mall was posted, "No guns."
However, not all people feel this way. Some people want more regulations in place.
Some people believe there should be more gun control because most people rely too much on the Second Amendment. When the Second Amendment was created, guns weren't any more likely to kill someone than a knife, due to being inaccurate and expensive. However, nowadays, guns are cheap and extremely accurate, making them superior killing weapons. This is not what the framers intended when making the amendment, and therefore regulations should be put in place to slightly help counteract this amendment to make America safer. Another reason for gun control is that people are careless. Half of all guns in the U.S. are stored unlocked, and 16% are stored loaded and unlocked. This is beyond irresponsible.
And they aren't the only ones being irresponsible. The government isn't helping either. They seem to be pushing it under the rug, and this needs to change. Take a look at this short clip demonstrating the shame put on some government officials.
When there is no response from Congress, when there is not a single legislative act passed to try to do something about this, it sends a message of quiet endorsement of what's happening. I know that's not our intent. I know that's not in the hearts or minds of any of our members. But people notice when every week there is a new story of a school shooting all across the country and Congress does absolutely nothing about it. Well, the private sector and state legislatures step up to the plate to do something about it. And so this is a day when we remember what happened 2 years ago, but a day in which we should feel ashamed that we haven't done a single thing to try to stem this tide.
It's easy to see that something needs to change, be it in favor of or against gun control. Something will eventually happen, and whichever way it goes, someone will be angry. However, the focus isn't pleasing everyone. The focus is keeping the United States citizens safe.